I need to understand what jurisdiction we're under.
Please.
Objection. Are we in a common law court? Yes or no? Case dismissed because you refuse to rebuttal to the question regarding jurisdiction. You cannot proceed without honoring the jurisdiction.
April 26, 2023 will be set for an in-person bench trial in courtroom number 1.
Objection. I will not be showing up. Objection. I will not be showing up. You refuse. First of all, are we on the record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are we under penalty and perjury?
Are we on what, ma'am?
Under penalty and perjury, if you're willing to swear in.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I can barely hear you.
I said, is everybody willing to swear in under penalty and perjury?
Welcome back, guys. Today's court hearing is straight up chaos from start to finish. This sovereign citizen we're dealing with is totally off the rails, and yeah, she's got her camera off the entire time like she's attending court from a secret bunker. She keeps interrupting, talking over the judge, and acting like the rules just don't apply to her, but shout out to the judge because she holds it down like a pro, calm, cool, and completely unfazed while this lady is basically trying to run her own courtroom. And here's a fun law fact. Under Rule 43 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, defendants must be present at their trial, Zoom call or not. So why do sovereign citizens keep thinking they can make up their own courtroom fantasy rules? Do they think saying I do not consent is a legal Uno reverse card or something? Let me know what you think about this circus in the comments, and let's dive in.
Ma'am, we're not taking testimony as of yet. Today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and adjourned arraignment pretrial in these matters.
It still has to be placed on a record. He still has to be put under penalty and perjury because he's swearing to an alleged crime against me and holding me accountable. So even though this is just a hearing, it still has to be put on notice for the public as well.
Ma'am, today is the day and time scheduled for the pre-hearing and the arraignment pretrial. Would you state your name for the record, please?
Benita Seeley.
Ms. Seeley, Mr. Battar is the court-appointed attorney assigned to this courtroom for the day. He's indicated that you don't wish to engage his services. Is that correct?
No, let me explain my position. I asked him a simple question about jurisdiction. That's why this hearing has been re-adjourned for today, because the last hearing, none of the attorneys could answer the question in regards to what jurisdiction that we're operating under. So they want to proceed without addressing the jurisdiction, which is a violation of due process. So in order for him to represent me on any public record, I have to understand what jurisdictions he's operating on.
Ms. Seeley, if you do not wish to use the court-appointed attorney, and you confirm as much to the court right now, Mr. Battar can go back, ma'am. Mr. Battar can go back and do other things that he needs to do this morning. Do you wish to use Mr. Battar's services, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel through some other mechanism?
This sovereign citizen has got to be one of the most frustrating people to sit through. The disrespect is on another level. Like, how are you just gonna ignore the judge's questions when you're the one on trial? She keeps missing every chance to actually defend herself because she's too busy being rude and acting like the rules don't apply to her. I seriously don't know how the judge is staying that calm, because most people would have lost their patience 5 minutes in. What do you guys think about this sovereign citizen so far? I think it's about time that the judge hits her with a contempt charge, but let me know your thoughts and let's get back into the case.
Under what charge, under which jurisdiction, and then who's bringing the charges against me?
Ma'am, there were citations issued against you in Huron Township for limited access speeding 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. That's a civil infraction. There's count 2, no proof of insurance. And there is the misdemeanor of driving while license not valid or improper license. Do you wish to use the services of the MIDC attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself this morning, or do you wish to retain counsel?
Who are the parties bringing this claim against me? It's a simple question.
I answered your question, ma'am. I answered your question, ma'am. I answered your question, ma'am.
And could you re-answer it? Because I didn't hear it. Who's bringing the charges against me?
The citation that was issued to you was issued by an officer from Huron Township, Freddie Yono. It's the citation that was issued, is signed.
So it's
It
Freddie.
has his name and his ID number. Ma'am, my question to you is, do you wish to engage the services of the court-appointed attorney, or may I release him to go back to do some other work?
Wait a minute, I have questions before I can answer on. You're trying to get me to
No,
avoid
ma'am.
questions that you
No,
know.
ma'am.
Yes, it's a,
No,
it's
ma'am.
a due process violation. Objection. Yes.
Miss
Because you're not
Seeley,
hearing
this
me.
is
This
the
is a
Miss
hearing.
Seeley, this is the third and last time I'm asking you. Will you be using Mr. Batars to represent you this morning, or do you wish to retain your private attorney, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I need to understand what jurisdiction we're under.
Mr. Batar, you may return to your breakout rooms to meet with other potential clients. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I
Ms.
may,
Seeley, do you intend to represent, I'm sorry, Ms. Foley Carter.
I just want, we started this case back in July. Ms. Seeley attended her first pretrial. She demanded that the case be dismissed. I declined. I asked that the case be set for a bench trial. Ms. Seeley objected, and Magistrate Hinman advised her to file a motion stating her objection. Since then, she asked Judge Green for her oath of office and then didn't appear for the court dates before Judge Oakley. So this case has been going on for quite some time with no resolution.
Because it's I'm asking a question and it requires a rebuttal when it's being ignored. You cannot violate the due process. This is a hearing, and any questions that I have needs to be answered. You don't get to sit in the capacity of government and ignore the questions that the people have. Someone's bringing a claim against me, and my only question is, are we dealing in a commercial or a common law, also known as a record of law, court? That's simple.
Honestly, these sovereign citizens are some of the biggest hypocrites out there, and somehow their excuses get dumber every single time. This lady's out here acting like the judge personally insulted her just for asking if she wants a lawyer. Like, that's literally standard procedure. Meanwhile, she's demanding answers to her ridiculous questions, but won't answer a single one from the judge. It's like watching someone argue with a GPS and still get mad that they're lost. What do you guys think of this hearing so far? Let's get back into this mess.
So are we in a common law court, yes or no?
Marianne, a in-person bench trial date in this matter, please.
Objection. Objection. Are we in a common law court, yes or no?
January
Case
23rd
dismissed.
at 11 o'clock.
Case dismissed. Case dismissed because you refuse to rebuttal to the question regarding jurisdiction. You cannot proceed without honoring the jurisdiction. You cannot be in
Ms.
the capacity
Seeley,
of a
the misdemeanor matter and the two civil infractions that are traveling with it that were issued on April 26, 2023 will be set for an in-person bench trial in courtroom number 1.
Objection. I will not be showing up. Objection. I will not be showing up. You refuse to answer the question of jurisdiction. You're trying to get me into the courtroom so you can take me against my will and lock me up in a cage like an animal. Objection. You do not have jurisdiction over me. You do not have judicial authority in North America. You are working for a municipality called the state of Michigan. You have no jurisdiction. You are an attorney. You work for a corporation. You are in a municipal capacity. You have no authority. You call yourself government. Your position is a public servant.
Miss
I am the objection.
Miss Seeley,
no, you cannot proceed as an attorney. Objection. I will not be showing up in court. I will appeal this matter. Objection.
There's no question pending to you, ma'am. This court will be muting you at this time because the court has muted Miss Seeley as her responses are not responsive to the matter that is before the court. This matter is being scheduled for trial. If Miss Seeley wishes to absent herself from that trial, that is her absolute right. That trial date is January 23rd
I will
at
not
11
be showing up.
That concludes this matter.
I'm glad that one's done and over with because that lady was literally insane. Like, I seriously can't tell if the sovereign citizen cult swallowed her whole or if something else is going on because that behavior was straight up out of control. The judge actually did a solid job staying calm and trying to keep things on track, but honestly, she could have hit that contempt button way sooner. You can't just let people show up to court acting like it's their personal live stream where rules don't matter. There are real consequences for this stuff. Under Rule 42, under the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, contempt is totally fair game when someone's disrupting court like that. And for real, why are we still doing these court hearings on Zoom? People like this clearly can't handle the bare minimum of courtroom respect when they're hiding behind a black screen. If you're required to show up, then at the very least you should be required to turn your camera on. Like, come on, it's not that hard. This lady spent the whole time dodging questions, flipping the script, and basically just wasting everyone's time with toddler-level tantrums. The fact that she walked away without extra charges for all that is wild to me. Anyways, I'm gonna stop the rant here before I lose more brain cells. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this mess. Was the judge too lenient or am I just being extra? If you enjoy content like this and want to see more sovereign citizen chaos, make sure to like and subscribe. I post every single day, so there's always more madness to react to. I appreciate you for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.